Hey everybody, and welcome to Raw Reviews, where we take an unedited look at some of our favorite photography accessories. I'm Nick, along with Nikolai from Cometa Camera, and not only do we have guys mowing the lawn behind us today, but we've got a brand new camera, and we're doing some test footage today and some test audio, so hopefully it all looks and sounds better, even though we've got a little bit of noise outside.
Yeah, so if you think the quality's better, if there's anything we need to adjust, just let us know in the comments below.
All right, so moving on to the accessory, what are we looking at today?
Today we have the Litratorch 2.0.
And there's the box.
That's the box.
Now, the Litratorch 2.0 is the new version of the Litratorch, and they did make some nice improvements, didn't they?
Yes, we did carry the 1.0 version. We just never did a review of it for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm. But basically, the main things that they changed are this one is more waterproof, so this one can go down to 60 feet underwater, whereas the first one was just 30 feet. And they actually improved the light output of this. You were going to say something?
Yes, I was saying before, we should probably let them know what it is.
Oh, yes. Well, it's an LED light.
Yes, just in case, you can't see the little LEDs and I didn't turn it on like that. It's basically a very durable, compact LED light made mainly for action sports. That's the purpose it was made for.
Right. I mean, this thing's made out of solid aluminum, and it's very, very dense. This can be dropped from several feet, and like I said before, you can bring it underwater down to 60 feet.
Yes,
so
waterproof for 60 feet.
Yep. You can take this hiking. You can take it to the beach. You can put it on your bike, you can put it on your skateboard. Whatever you're doing, you can bring this with you, and you're going to get a fair amount of light output, up to 800 lumens, actually.
All right, so why don't we go through the specs, and then we'll go through the mounting options.
Okay, so like I just said just a second ago, 800 lumens is your maximum output. You can also do 450 or 100, so it starts at 100, which is actually pretty light. You want to demonstrate real quick?
Yeah, it's on. And then we got the 450.
I was going to say light up my profile, but
yeah.
If you don't want to do it, fine.
Let me turn the strobe off. All right, ready? 100.
All right, 100.
Which is a nice little fill, You can definitely see a difference. And we got the 450.
Yep, that's starting to get bright.
Right, now he's a little contrasty.
Uncomfortable.
And then we got the full 800 right there.
Yeah, and that has a beam angle of 70 degrees, so it's wide enough where you can get a pretty good spread, but it's also narrow enough that it gives you a good distance.
Yes.
You get a lot of throw out of this little Litratorch. It also has a daylight balanced color temperature of 5700 K. So if you're outdoors, your colors are all going to look right.
Yep, because it's daylight balanced.
Yep. And if you're inside and you want to get some, just some fill, you want to fill in those shadows when you're doing maybe some window light portraits, something like that.
Yep.
You can get really nice shadows filled in with the daylight balanced temperature.
Did we go over the CRI with this too? Did we go over the CRI?
No, that was one of the improvements I wanted to mention. The 2.0 has a CRI, that's a color rendering index of over 90, and that is very good.
Yes.
I can't really give you the exact technical explanation, but above 90 is good.
Yes.
And that is one of the improvements, and also the waterproofing is better. All right, so what else about this? There's plenty of ways to mount this to your cameras, no matter what kind of camera you have. The Litratorch can not only fit in the palm of your hand, but it also fits on a variety of gear.
Yes, so you have your standard hot shoe mount right here.
Mm-hmm.
You just screw that in there.
So you can pop that onto your DSLR or your mirrorless camera, or even a camcorder that has a cold shoe on top.
Yep, so bam, right there. Lock it down, straighten this out, lock that down.
It makes a really nice little portable video light.
Yes.
Not only for still photographers, but if you've got it mounted on your DSLR, it's great for doing interviews on the street, things like that.
So that's one mounting option. The other one, it comes with a action mount.
Right, so if you have a GoPro or any other kind of action camera, that's likely the kind of mount that's going to be on the bottom.
Yes, and we should also mention it's got two threads on this as well, so you can mount it to the bottom here, or you can mount it to the back here.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And then there's one other way you can mount this onto pretty much any metal surface.
Well, okay, I'll get into the little clip.
Oh, well, it comes with a belt clip.
It comes with a little belt clip, too, you can attach to it. So that was
nice.
just really quick. But
so
as you were saying.
Yes, you can mount this to pretty much anything using the magnet. And I don't have a whole lot of metal objects around here, so I'm just going to use this stool to demonstrate.
Boom.
Ta-da!
And then if you don't have any metal objects to mount this to, it comes with two magnetic stickers that you can pretty much mount to anything, and then it'll clip right on.
Now, those are really convenient to put on the back of your cell phone, for example. And if you wanted to do videos with your smartphone, I've already got sort of a metal little sticker here on the back of mine. But it's basically the same concept. You just clip it onto your phone, and then you can just take videos with your phone.
Yeah.
Now, it does come with one other accessory that I think is really, really important. And
Yeah.
it's well, I was going to say the Diffusion Dome, but yes,
Oh.
you also need to charge
we
it.
didn't do the Diffusion Dome, did we?
The Diffusion Dome that it comes with is really nice for softening the light
Yes.
of the LED light because, like we said before, it is pretty contrasty and a little bit harsh.
And it spreads it out very nicely, too.
Yeah, so if you want to fill in shadows and have a nicer soft light, or if you want to just use this as your main light, you can do that with this little Diffusion Dome.
And it's also a handy lantern if you need one.
Yeah. Now, there's one other feature of this Litratorch that is very useful, and that's the strobe function.
Yes, that we just saw.
So this will just
I looked at it.
basically act as a signaling light so that if you're doing your action sports or you're out in the forest or if you're down at the beach and you don't know where you are.
Time and you just keep going in deeper and deeper into there. And
It's
you don't
happened to
have
the best of us.
GPS.
Yep. You can use the strobe function for signaling and you get 7 hours of battery life when you've got it on strobe. 4 hours of battery life when you've got it just at full power.
Yeah, which is honestly a lot more than a lot of flashlights, too.
Yep. Now, there's 2 versions of the Litratorch 2.0. You've got the normal one over here, and then you've got a drone version. Now, as the name would indicate, this is to be used on a drone. You can attach it to your drones and basically light up the ground beneath you.
Mm-hmm.
There's not really that many differences. However, this one does not have a magnet in the back, and the reason for that is it can mess up your drone's GPS.
Mm-hmm.
And you need GPS on your drone, especially the larger ones that could actually carry something like this, so that you don't fly into unrestricted airspace, or restricted airspace, I should say. And then the other difference is that this has enhanced strobe function. So this one not only has the 100, 450, 800 light, it also has an S.O.S function that actually spells out S.O.S in Morse code, ... .. And then it has a slow strobe and then a fast strobe.
So this one pretty much just has the slow strobe.
That one has the slow strobe.
That has the fast strobe and the SOS strobe.
Yeah, so this is when you're having a campground party.
Yeah.
You put a couple Litratorches up around, hanging from the trees, and then you guys can freak out all night.
Yeah.
Because that's what the kids do these days. So anything else about the Litratorch?
Well, that's pretty much it.
I mean, this is a really useful, very durable, waterproof, as we said, LED light. It has 16 little LEDs. The CRI is really nice. It has a long throw. It's got a wide beam angle. It's daylight balanced. One thing we should say, it's a little expensive.
Yes. What's it going for? 80?
$89.95.
$89.95.
But when you compare that against cheaper lights, say this, for example, this is a lot bigger. It's really not any brighter. It's actually less bright.
I feel like this is brighter than that one.
Now that I look at it,
Yeah,
this is about
brighter
half
than
the
that
price.
one.
I think this one's about $35.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, this is something that you can get if you're a still photographer and you want to just fill in a few shadows, or if you're doing videos and you just need a very, basic main light.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, you're not going to get as much. It's not as compact, right? It's not as durable for sure. It's definitely not waterproof. So they're for different audiences.
Yeah, it's basically, this is built for a specific purpose. This is built for action and, rugged use. That is not built for rugged use.
No, and for rugged use, this thing definitely excels.
Yes.
Yep. So if you want to take your Litratorch 2.0 out into the wilderness, well, you should start by heading over to
Cometa.com. There you go.
Yep, and get your Litratorch 2.0 today.